Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to my virtual classroom, MKA Classroom. Now let's start today's video tutorial.
The balance sheet is a statement of the assets and liabilities of the bank. The assets of the bank are distributed in accordance with a certain guiding principles. So these principles underline the investment policy of the banks. These are discussed in here. So first one, liquidity. That is the main investment policy to maintain the liquidity. In the context of balance sheet of a bank, term liquidity has two interruptions. First, it refers to ability of the bank to honor the claims of the depositors. Second, it contains the ability of the bank to convert its non-cash asset into cash easily and without loss. So liquidity in the context of banking, it seems that to honor its claim or honor the depositor's claim. That means whenever you draw the check to your bank will provide you your amount. That is the honor of your check, because you deposited in your bank. That is your fund. Bank using your fund and they earn profit, that we are discussed previously. That's why it is bank's responsibility to provide you check amount whenever you draw it to your bank. So it is a well-known fact that bank deals in funds belonging to the public. Hence, the bank should always be on its guard in handling these funds. The bank should always have enough cash to meet the demands of the depositors. In fact, the success of a bank depends to a considerable extent upon the degree of confidence it can instill in the minds of depositors. That's why whenever you draw your check, bank will provide your fund. After that, profitability. A commercial bank may definition is a profit hunting institutions. The bank has to earn profit, to earn income, to pay salaries, the staff, interest to the depositors, dividend to the shareholders, and to meet day-to-day expenditures. So banks actually profit hunting institutions, and it always time try to earn profit or try to earn income for the several sectors, as like paying salaries, interest on depositors, dividend to the shareholders, and obviously day-to-day expenditures. Since cash is the least profitable asset to the bank, there is no point in keeping all the assets in the form of cash one hand. That's why it make investment as like in a such way that it can earn profit. Thirdly, safety and security. So obviously bank always try to secure your funds. Bank is dealing with the public's fund. That's why it is try to maintain its highest security and safetiness. Apart from liquidity and profitability, the bank should took the principle of safety of its funds also for its smooth working, while advancing loans, it is necessary that the bank should consider these 3C of credit: character, capacity, and collateral of the borrowers. So 3C must look whenever they provide loans, that is character, who takes the loans. Banks try to character of that person's capacity. Is he or she has that capacity to use that fund? Is she capable to repay your loan? And thirdly, collateral, that is the price of collateral which is submitted to the bank for applying a loan. All the things can be noted, should be see carefully for the safety and security of the fund. After the diversity, a bank should invest its funds in such a way as to secure for its an adequate and permanent return. And while investing its funds, the bank should not keep all eggs in the same basket, that is making portfolio or diversify risks to the several sectors. So reduce risks or diversify risks by making portfolio. That's why here is called should not keep all eggs in the same basket. So that means you will not invest all your fund in the one project. You have to invest different types of project. That is the diversifications. Diversifications of investment is necessary to avoid the dangerous consequence of investing in one or two channels. If the bank invests its funds in different types of securities or makes loans and advances of different objectives or an enterprise, it shall ensure for itself a regular flow of income. Sellability of securities, that is sellability. So further, the bank should invest its funds in such types of securities as can be easily marketed at a time of emergency. The bank cannot afford to invest its funds in a very long term securities or those securities which are unsellable. That is bank always try to invest in such a project or in such securities which is easily marketable and easily sellable. Stability in the value of investment, that is another point. The bank should invest its funds in those stocks and securities the prices which are more or less stable. The bank cannot afford to invest its funds in securities the prices which are subject to frequent fluctuations. Principles of tax exemptions of investment. Finally, the investment policy of a bank should be based on the principles of tax exemptions of investment. The bank should invest in those government securities which are exempted from income and other taxes. These will help the bank to increase its profits. Then there are liabilities. We will see capital, reserve fund, deposits, borrowing and from other banks, bills payables, acceptance of endorsements, contingent liabilities, profit and loss account, bills of collections. These are in the form of liabilities.
This all about today. Stay home, stay safe. আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহি ওয়া বারাকাতুহু।